Hi, by now you should be into the course, going through the course information, printed the syllabus, the calendar. Now you're kind of getting into the learning units, wanting to expand a little bit. Hopefully everybody's got our book, Internal Auditing, Assurance and Consulting Services. Your book may look a little different. Fear not if it does. So Chapter 1 talks all about internal auditing, just getting you familiar with internal auditing as it exists today. Okay, Learning Unit 1, the first thing I want you to learn is a basic understanding. It's pages 1 through 6 of your textbook. Internal auditing talks about basically everything that could go on within the company itself and that they are auditing. Internal auditors, they help accomplish goals, organizational goals inside of a company. They evaluate and improve risk management. They do internal control. They govern process. There's a lot of things that internal auditors do. To give you a definition of internal auditing that I like, it is on page 2 of your book, and it's an independent, objective assurance and consulting activity designed to add value and to improve in an organization. Okay, let's talk a little bit about learning object 2. Okay, the second learning object that I want you to be familiar with. Understand the relationship between auditing, internal auditing, and accounting. Okay, auditing is a piece of accounting. It's not a subset of accounting. It's a piece of it. It is a part of accounting. To me, I like to reference it to a mechanic in a car. The mechanic must always remain objective. If you were to take your car into Midas or into Valvoline and say, hey, I have this noise, could you figure out what it is? The mechanic is a piece of the car. It's not a subset. He has to remain objective, investigative, concerned with the things that may go wrong. And he is going to make sure that he gives you a report. This is the same approach that auditors make. They come in objectively. They don't know everything that's going on. They're going to get to the bottom of everything that's going on. They're going to investigate to make sure that the company's running as smoothly as possible. Same thing with your mechanic. Learning object 3 is to distinguish between internal auditors and independent outside auditors. Okay? Internal auditors are employed within the company itself. Outside auditors are employed outside, obviously. Internal auditors have the duties or the job description of the following. They inquire of managers and employees. They observe activities. They inspect resources and documents. They perform control activities, and then they go back and re-perform them to make sure that they're working the best. They perform trend and ratio analysis. They gather information for third parties, and they perform direct tests of events and transactions. They keep the company itself running smoothly. Okay, the learning object 4 for this chapter. The competencies needed to be an internal auditor. Okay, internal auditors need to be very, very objective. They have to have certain characteristics. Those characteristics are listed on page 15, and there's full page descriptions, paragraphs written about those. For me, I really believe page 15 does a really good job in your textbook on those. Those characteristics are integrity, passion, work ethic, curiosity, creativity, initiative, and flexibility. Internal auditors have to be able to do all of those things. There's also a picture on page 17 that summarizes those again. If you're a visual learner, page 17 in your book would do wonders for you. Lastly, understand the opportunities in internal auditing. Again, we're wrapping up chapter 1 here. All companies, international, United States, they're hiring internal auditors. With Sarbanes-Oxley, the Act of 2002, internal auditors are in demand. Private companies, government organizations, many other organizations, they're looking for internal auditors. They need people to check their control activities, perform duties with third parties. They need people to do ratio and trend analysis. This is all part of the process right now in internal auditing. Again, this is going to wrap up chapter 1. These videos will be short, 3 to 5 minutes. I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm just going to hit on the highlights. Some of the great detail you'll get in the book. Have a great week, guys.